Well, Ubisoft's very long bad day continues, as they put it in this headline. Now they're getting hit with a lawsuit. There's always something going on with this company. This actually dropped a few days ago. Bloomberg Law covered this, but they have it under a paywall block. So you have to pay to read about it. Only took an extra day or two for the other journalists to jump in and cover it, and now we can look at some of the details. But they are getting sued. Now, I don't know where this is going to go, whether or not it'll get settled or taken to court is a whole nother thing. But, I mean, it's not fun. This isn't a good time for them. Lawsuits are lawsuits. They suck. So this is yet another bad day for Ubisoft. And they are having a lot of bad days. This has been, I don't even know. I can't even. Maybe Sony with Concord. I mean, that was a big disaster, but Ubisoft has had a lot of disasters this year. A lot of games that haven't sold. I covered one yesterday, that Prince of Persia game that in the comments, I asked if anybody played it and they liked it, and a lot of people were saying it was a great game, but nobody bought it. I don't know if they didn't market the game or what. And then, of course, Skull and Bones. I mean, that thing was the biggest shocker considering how much it cost. Star Wars Outlaws, that game is done. And then Shadows, Assassin's Creed Shadows, so low on pre-orders that they could see where things were going. They had to delay the game, possibly in hopes that shit will blow over. But here we go. Ubisoft in trouble. They're being sued for allegedly sharing Ubisoft and Ubisoft plus user data with Meta. And if you don't know what that is, that's Facebook. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. As reported by Bloomberg Law, the class action complaint accuses the Assassin's Creed publisher of sharing personally identifiable information with Facebook company Meta. And it's going to be abbreviated to PII for the rest of the article. According to the complaint, players who use the Ubisoft website to buy a game on the Ubisoft store or use it to subscribe to Ubisoft Plus are having their PII sent to Meta through its Pixel user tracking software. Now, this probably got a big boost because one of the things they were pushing when Star Wars Outlaws came out was that if you subscribe to Ubisoft Plus, you can play the game for free. Well, I mean, it's not really for free. You're going to pay for the service, but you got I think 2 weeks for free. A lot of people probably downloaded it and then canceled their subscription. There's a lot of churn like that in these services that I don't think help the bottom line at all. You know, a lot of people do that with Game Pass. They'll use that free trial, play a game, and then dump it. Or just buy it for a month and then dump it. So you essentially pay like $20 for a new game, and then you leave the service. A defendant does not disclose on their website that PII users' personally identifying information would be captured by the Meta platforms. Tracking Pixel utilized by defendant and then transferred to Meta, thereby exposing the subscribers' PII to any person of ordinary technical skill who received that data, the complaint reads. Data sharing policies for a service or subscription is an important factor for individuals deciding whether to provide personal information to that service. Yeah, Facebook has a lot of data. I think probably, I don't know, probably more than anybody in the world. They have so much personal information on so many people. That's really their true gold. It is not money. It's the data that they have, all that user data and info that they have on people. That's Facebook's real asset. And I don't know what they're allowed to do with that or whatever, but it's crazy to think about how much info they have on people, like in what they like, dislike, personal shit, stuff like that, pictures that are private that they're taking. It's kind of scary to think about how much companies have on you. And I don't think a lot of people really realize what that means and what people can do with that kind of stuff. It's it's very valuable in today's age. The complaint claims that this practice is a violation of the Video Privacy Protection Act, which was originally introduced in 1988. Following the growth of digital distribution, the act was amended in 2013 to allow video rental companies, including the likes of Netflix, to share users' PII with social media site or social network sites, but only after the user consents. The complaint against Ubisoft alleges that because Ubisoft doesn't tell players it's sharing their PII with Meta, it's therefore violating the Video Privacy Protection Act, among others. Yeah, I don't like that sharing data shit, and I would usually decline it. I guess it would really depend on how much and what they have. I don't like it in general. I hate that they share this, but they all do this. I mean, this isn't new, but you do have to put it somewhere in the TOS, and it looks like they caught Ubisoft with their pants down. Ubisoft didn't cross their T's and dot their I's here, and it looks like they're going to have to pay for it. This is probably going to turn into a class action lawsuit because you would be able to get all kinds of people that buy their shit. I mean, you're talking about millions of people here for sure, with all the data that they've collected through various ways with their stuff. Oh, yeah, absolutely. A lot of people. The defendant purposefully implemented and utilized the Pixel, which tracks user activity on the website and discloses that information to Facebook to gather valuable marketing data, it claims. The Pixel cannot be placed on a website without steps taken directly by defendant or on behalf of defendant. The Pixel cannot be placed on the website by Facebook without the knowledge and cooperation of defendant. And they say here that they are currently seeking a trial by jury and want financial compensation for everyone affected. So we'll see what happens, but I mean, this is just, who wants to be involved in this? So they could have prevented this, it looks like to me, if they had just included the right language in their TOS, and they didn't do that because everybody at Ubisoft is incompetent and more worried about activism than actually taking care of business. That's what it seems like to me. And, yeah, this is just more bad news. I don't see a lot of coverage on this either. There's a couple of sites talking about it, but it's funny how you see a lot of these journalists, quote unquote, ignoring a lot of this stuff because they don't want to hurt Ubisoft's feelings and potentially lose some access to their shitty products. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.